We are live.
That one is working. Mm.
Hi everyone, welcome to today's live. Ooh. So I just have one person online now. So hi guys, welcome to today's live. And I'm sorry for taking so much time. Somebody wants to um watch it over and over again. They don't have some like long, like 5 of whoever is going to come in or not. I'll just start the live. Let me see if I can share this live. So hi guys. So over the course of the week, over the course of the week, I was able to gather some questions that some people asked me, and in this video, I'm going to be answering those questions. So let's start. So the first question I have here, hi King Pro, hi, hola. So the first question I have here is from Stephanie. Stephanie is a Kenyan citizen and she's applying for a master's degree in Sweden. So she said she had some enquiries to make. Do I need to submit test, an English proficiency test for all the studies I've done in English? So as you all know, every country have their specific requirements when it comes to hi Nkechi. Every country have specific requirements when it comes to English proficiency. So secondary school this in that is Kenyan Certificate of Secondary. If you've done your BSc, uh, if you are documenting your English based on your past secondary studies, you meet the required. Hi. So if you've done your bachelor's degree from a recognized Kenyan university, you are considered to have a sufficient level of English. So, Steph, you can see this message. Yes, you've already done your BSc, so you are considered to have a sufficient level of English. So, make sure to submit your certificate to university, and make sure to submit your yeah particular certificates. Join together and so. Hi Ngechi, please, if you have any question, you drop the question. So the next question that I got this week, is from Sunday. Sunday asked me, "Dear Kindness, I want to know if one has submitted his or her application and my university has sent in my transcript. Are we expected to pay fees before they accept us, or when you have been given the fee?" So you can only wait when you've gotten your admission before fees, right? So you cannot, now you finish your application, you have to wait till you get your admission. What, you cannot pay anything without knowing if you've gotten admission. So you have to wait gotten your admission before you can pay fees. So if you get your admission, um you are qualified, they will send all the details you need. They are going to send, hi Rukayat. So all the details you use to pay this school fees or the tuition fee will be sent to your email, the direction and your deadline to pay the fees. Everything will be sent to you. So you have to wait till you get admission before you make your payments. I hope that is clear. So the next question I have, you guys should drop your comment. She says, format to submit my, oh yeah, you I remember that question. Is format to submit my is school required to send a cover letter along with the transcript? Now, um this question is dicey. So no, I don't know how your school works. You graduate. So I'm going to give you my own. So I graduated from Federal University of Technology, Owerri. Your work is just to, go to the record or the registrar's office, please, could you please send my transcripts to, you give them the email and you make your payment. You've done your part, so their own is to send the email to them. I gave them my application number, so definitely if they're sending it, they are going to include your application number, probably in the body of the email or the body of the letter, or something like that. So I don't think you worry about what they're going to write. They're not supposed to write any cover letter. Definitely write something. Whoever is in charge of this transcripts is not new to the business. Have a format that you may not know about, right? As long as you give them their money, payment to them to send your transcript, then they should do their tax. So in my own case, I made my payment, and if your transcript gets to university admission, your admission profile, you are going to see that document received. So that's how you will know if your school actually sent your transcript. So what you need to do is to um, give them your application number, mail address to send the transcript. So then don't worry about how they will do it. Your own is that make sure that you pay them their money to do how they are supposed to do. They are not new in the business, so they should know how they are going to do it. Nkechi, did I answer your question? Please tell me if I answered your question. So Rukayat says, my question is it possible that schools don't require a letter of recommendation? All the schools are selected do not require. Yeah, not all schools require it. So that's why it's always good that you should read the course you pick, read the requirement, because some of those requirements they used to hide it. So you should read the requirements. eh, I selected all the schools I selected do not do. My question is it possible that schools don't require a letter of recommendation? All the schools I selected do not require a recommendation letter, and I find it strange. Unlike USA, no, yeah, most schools don't require it. So it's all these big schools that used to require a letter of recommendation. Lund, Uppsala, Umeå, all those big schools. It's them that used to require letter of recommendation. So don't find it strange, but make sure you double check that the school you've applied for does not require it. Some require it, I know that one. So Rukiat, I just want to be sure I'm not doing anything wrong. No, you're not doing anything wrong. So not all schools require letter of recommendation or motivation. Some even will ask you for CV. Some will ask you for a motivation letter and join. So Nkechi, thank you. You are welcome. You're welcome. So if you have more questions, you drop. Let me continue with the ones I already have here. So Sunday, I think I've answered your question. You wait till you get your admission before you pay your fees. So the third question, this person asked me, what is construction? What's the construction required? Says those are the schools I selected, and I can't find it there, except Stockholm that requested motivation letter. If you've checked and you can't find it, I don't think you need to send. Thank you very much. I will go and triple check, please. Oh, even quadruple check, five check, seven, double, 10 checking, check very well, please. It's very important, but check very well. And sometimes it depends on the cost too, but check very well. Since you say Stockholm asked it for it, check other ones, and if you don't see, then they don't need it. So this person asked me, thank you very much, Algi. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Rukayat. So this person is asking me, what's the construction industry and are there jobs in healthcare? Yes. So construction. So like I mentioned in one of my videos, jobs in Sweden. Now, like I told you, one thing that make us not to get the jobs that we desire is the language, right? So construction company, you're lucky to get a construction company that does not require you to speak the language. They are just interested in your labor. They just want your labor. So you can apply to that construction company and they will take you. Then for healthcare, breaking into healthcare here is very dicey. They not number one criteria is always the language, because like for example now, if I want to go into care, you know that it's most people that are there are the old ones, and it's the new generation of Swedish people speak old. Most of them are in that care home, they don't know. And for care, it is important you know the language in order to break into healthcare. Okay, now for maybe care jobs here now, you probably basic Swedish may be okay, maybe how are you, how to do, but like there's a level of Swedish you can know before you can come into the healthcare sector. So breaking into that is difficult. But as long as you know the language, you don't need to worry about anything. Then you want to be a nurse or an assistant nurse or dentist, or oh my god, you need to know the language. If not, you cannot work there. So Vogue here says, do BSc need motivation letter? Um you have to check the courses you've applied for. They may ask for motivation letter. It's not like general, oh, BSc need motivation letter. Depending on the course you applied for, you go and check the requirements. Do they need motivation letter or reference letter or CV? But so you have to also do your own research. One thing is getting the basic knowledge from here. Another thing is also you doing your own basic research. Do you get? So okay, go and check again the courses you applied for. Click on them. It seems some of you don't know how to click on. When you scroll up, then you see there's a place you will see a program requirement or program eligibility. When you click on there, you see more about the program eligibility, what they require from you. So go and check again, right? So if you have more question, you can drop. Then I will continue I'll continue responding to the ones I have here. So construction job, if you know the language and if you are lucky to get the ones that don't need your labor, you can get the job. The next question I have here is, can I actually see a job to meet up with the balance of my fees if I pay the first deposit from here? Okay. One last one. I want to apply for social work, but I don't have social studies, but I have government. Hmm. I want to apply for social work, but I don't. Did they did they ask for social studies? And what level of social studies? Now, social studies and government, are they the same thing? That's another thing you need to ask yourself. And most times, sometimes we can just we the only thing we can do is to try, right? At the end of the day, it's them that when they start grading your WAEC result and what they are looking for in that course, it's them that will determine if you qualify or not. So me personally, I'm not a disclaimer, I'm not a visa advisor or academic advisor. I'm just sharing my knowledge that I've known based in Sweden and what I have experienced. So I'm just telling you, and what my friends have experienced and what my friends have experienced. So I join all those knowledge together and I come here to tell you. Do you understand, Voke? So just I cannot tell you, oh, apply for it, government is good. I don't know if social studies and government are the same thing, if it's the same course of study. So at the end of the day, it's them that will be able to tell you when they are grading your subjects and what they require, then they'll be able to grade you better than me. So that's all I can answer on that question. I don't know if you can go for it, but maybe, I'm not sure. I can't tell you yes or no. Do you get? So do you understand what I mean, Voke? So just try. Nkechi, is it very difficult to get a part-time job or even full-time job for a dependent and even myself as a student? Wait, I think I have a question about job. Let me see if it's going to answer the same thing. This person says, I think I'm in number 4. Can I actually see a job to meet up with the balance of my fees if I pay the first deposit from here? For this one, Ejo, don't. I will not advise you to. I always advise people because I fell a victim of it. I really don't want to share my story, but I fell a victim of it. I always advise people to, if possible, hold your second semester's fees before you come here. Because first of all, the semester runs very fast, right? The semester runs very fast, and the semester starts this September. You start September. The first semester, I think, is 3 months. By December, gotten your second semester fees. So if you are planning that when you arrive here, you get a job to pay your second semester fees, is like a 90% chance that you cannot do it. It's not possible because when you come here, before you when you apply for your pension number or your personal or social security number, it takes like 2 weeks to 3 months to get. My own took 3 months. In fact, that 3 months, it was the hellest 3 months of our life. We cannot work, you cannot your dependents cannot work, cannot do anything. And Sweden frowns against black job. Sweden frowns against black job. They don't want you to do black job. Black job is you are doing work and they are paying you cash. Meaning that person that is paying you is not paying you, is not paying you tax. You understand? So Sweden frowns against black jobs. So paying your fees immediately you come here, you get a job to pay your fees, it's not going to be possible. So Nkechi, let me answer that your question. Is it difficult to get a part-time job or even a full-time job for a dependent and even myself? So when you arrive here, it's a process. It takes time, it's a process. So you arrive here, uh, as you arrive now, you go and apply for your social security number. That's if you are coming for a 2-year course. If you're coming for a 1-year course, you go and apply for a coordination number because they will not give you a social security number. Now when you are done with that, you have to start going to school to go and be doing roll call. There's a roll call that they do, like you show them your passport that you are the one, so they will register you in the program that okay, yes, so we've seen you, you've come, you get. So by the time you do all that one, you will not even know when 2 months have passed, and by then your mind will not even be going to job. You will still be thinking about how you want to, but from your home country they've even started giving you assignments, and you will just be destabilized. Don't allow it to discourage you. Everything is process. So in the meantime, when you are focusing on school, your spouse can really not do anything without that social security number. Do you get? So until you get the number, then you start looking for job. Like I told you, Sweden frowns against black job. It's not say people don't do it, but they frown if they catch you. It's not nice, and it's not good for yourself here, because everything you do in this country is recorded. If you move from this house to another house, it's recorded. Like you cannot run, you cannot hide anywhere. Do you get? So getting a job for yourself and yourself and your dependent depends on if you get a social security number, and how fast you how fast you network, how fast you meet people to tell them. Like I told you, most time the first way to get a job here is by um recommendation. So you have to meet people, talk to people, and they will get they will give help you to get a job. Do you get? So that's how it is here. But getting a job immediately you come in is not possible. Without that number, you cannot work. Okay, yes, they did. I don't know what you mean by that. So Nkechi, so what if I am coming with my spouse? Can we both work and meet up with the second semester? I just explained it now. When you come here, you come in here September. Social security, I don't know if you're coming for 1 2 years. You have to 3 November, right? Now maybe your husband goes, he's searching for job. It's not going to be easy. I don't want to use the word there's nothing impossible. It's not going to be easy. And again, this is also affecting the city you live in. Also matter. There are some cities that there are not really much jobs there, and even there are jobs there, before you can go into get a job, it's going to be very, very difficult. So for me, take it from me that did it and it backfired, like it choked me. I will not advise it. Do you get? And so that's it. If you come here, you cannot meet up with the second semester school fees, because by December they've sent you invoice for you to pay the next semester school fees, and there's always deadline for you to pay. And if you miss that payment, of course, your school will reach out to immigration, and by the time immigration is on your matter, you will not like it. So do you get my point? So, Nkechi, what if I'm coming back? So, Nkechi, I don't know if I've answered your question, if you understand what I'm talking about. For Lasha Day, welcome. You say, please, can you put the link of universities that offer full scholarship to undergraduates in Sweden? Undergraduate scholarship. I don't know, but I'll check. But I don't think they offer scholarship for bachelor's degree. I haven't seen, but maybe I'll check now. Maybe reach out to you. I'll just reach out to you. So, but I don't think. But for masters, yeah, there are a lot of schools that offer scholarship. Honor, Honor says, please, ma, can you use certificates for awards if you don't have awards? What do you mean certificate awards? I don't understand. Please make me understand. Certificates for awards if you don't have awards. I don't understand. Okay, you're coming for 2 years masters. You will get a social security number, but the thing is, you don't know when you are going to get it. It's number. It can come out in 2 weeks. It can come out in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. You don't know. But then again, when you come, you can start sourcing around for job while you're waiting for the number. Meet people, go out, you can fellow black people, ask them, please, you're looking for a job. No matter any job is, to be honest with you, even if you get job when you arrive, you cannot be able to meet up with paying your fees know how much your fees is. Imagine somebody that is paying 80,000 crowns per semester. Even if he works in 3 months, he cannot make that money. Do you get? He cannot make that money to be able to pay his school fees. But some schools are nice. Like I remember in my own time, they gave me I was not able to pay the full this thing. They gave me a deadline. I can pay half, then pay half the money. Some schools are nice depending on who you meet. So so think about it. Honor says, and how many of your names? Okay, I remember this question. And how many of your names should you use when applying for admission? Is your middle name allowed? Now, when it comes to names, the way your name appeared in your document, use it. If it's Honor or Faha Tochuku, write it like that. Don't mix me. It has to be the same way in all your documents, and also the name you put in university admission. Do you get? So use all the way your document, use it like that, because you don't want to come and be have a different document that has two names, that have one name. You just, like me now, all my documents, when I was coming from my WAEC to this from my WAEC to my university certificate is the same name. Even when I didn't change my name. I didn't want that name change. It's stressful. You understand? And in Sweden here, if your name now, there's one of my husband has an issue. His name is different from what he has in his WAEC. Now they're not telling him he has to Nigeria to prove that that's his name, and accept affidavit to say that, oh, this person, if they don't accept it. So please maintain your name the way it is from your WAEC till when you finish your the same name. So how many of your names? So I've answered you. Honor, please, I hope I answered you enough. Nkechi, okay, you're welcome. Honor, say on your CV. What on your CV? Please let me know. Oye Bajo. Hello. Elementary schools or colleges, teach kids in Swedish or English? Okay, so let me answer that one. So here, there's something they call um one thing I have to tell you is kids, they learn fast. In 2 months they've learned it. So what they do is, if I have a child now, maybe my child is let's say 10 years, and I've already registered them in school and they've accepted them, and they know that my child speak English. So there's a school that they go to, that it's like a preparatory school. They just teach them Swedish, Swedish. They will integrate them into this. They will finish that school. I think it's about 6 months or thereabout. After that school, they will now take them to another class or another this thing. Now they teach children here in Swedish. So your kids are going to be in Swedish class. They first of all integrate them into the Swedish language. They have the school, they call it Engliska something something to Swedish. So the school is English school that they will translate from English to Swedish for them. They learn English, learn Swedish at school. Then after that, they move them to the main Swedish school. So your kids are going to learn in Swedish. When they are speaking, you even be looking at them, because in 2 months they will learn. They will learn. The second, what what's the construction industry like? And the last question is the school fees semester or the 2 years. I've already answered this question, but you came late, no problem. Like I said, the construction industry is big, but as international students or as immigrants, I always tell you that they're limited by the language, right? You could see a construction company that, that can take you with the language, which is very rare, but you may likely see they just your manpower, your energy, you understand. So try, if you come here, you want to go into the construction company, try to network, you will see. Then just about construction company, the language is very important. You may likely see the one that doesn't need it, or just your strength, and they will accept you. Then probably if you have knowledge in some whatever it is that they are doing, then you what's the second question? What's the school fees per or per semester. So in Sweden, you pay per. So if you are going for a 2 years course, that's 4 semester. So you pay every semester, and a semester is around 3 months or thereabout, 3 months or 3 months and a half or about. So if you are going for a 1 year program, you pay two times, or the first semester and the second semester. Oyeba, answer your question. If you have more questions, please drop. Any Lee, I don't know if I got the name correctly. What have written our NECO since 2022? Are we going to buy scratch card again? Yes, you have to buy scratch card because to verify your NECO result. So if you just upload it, they don't take it like that. That's why they want you to upload scratch card so that they themselves will go and check it to verify that you actually wrote this exam and the exam is on the NECO portal or NECO NECO that database. I think so. So Rukayat says university admission only request for first and last name, but all my documents include middle name. I hope it's not an issue. I don't think it's an issue. No, as long as all your documents are the same name, I don't think it's an issue. Um, Jessie says, hello, please, how can I contact the University Admission Support Center to send my scratch card information? Which University Admission Support Center? Is it in Sweden or in Nigeria? Please let me know. I don't understand the question. Umar Benjamin, please, can you drop link for full scholarship for masters? We have the SI scholarship, si.se. Go and check about it. You get a full scholarship if you win it, because to win it is you need to struggle to win it. Then other scholarship, the university you made your first choice can give you scholarship if you apply for their scholarship. So you need to look out for when they announce their scholarship application. So you must make them your first choice. So you may likely get 100% scholarship, 75% scholarship, 50% or 25% scholarship from the university you made your first choice. If you made any other one second choice, they will not give you scholarship. Nkechi says, for child benefit, do I have to hold a permanent residence before my kids start getting benefit? No, you don't. As long as you guys are registered here, that's why people choose 2 years master's program. As long as you guys are registered here, your child is registered here, your child goes to school, your child has access to everything every other children here has access to. I think every month they give them a particular amount. I think 1,100 or 1,200 Swedish crowns. I don't know the amount of money. So if you have 5 children, each of those 5 children will have that amount of money until they turn 18. Nkechi, I hope I answered that question. And you Lee, that was error typo. I'm sorry. Thank you for the answer. No problem. You're welcome. Jesse, in Sweden. Hello, please. How can I contact the university admission is to send my scratch card information? Which scratch card? University admission is not going to send you any scratch card. It's you that need to send them scratch card to check your NECO results. Yeah, your NECO or your WAEC results. Do you get, Jesse? So you're the one that's supposed to send them scratch card, not them sending you scratch card. Please let me know if you understand now. Do you get? So the fourth question I have here, no, you cannot meet up with your second semester fee when you arrive. So please, is very, to be on the safe side. Hi Nani. To be on the safe side, please come with your second semester fee. So the next question is, what are the work permit requirements? So work permit requirements, um if you want to work in Sweden, the the first requirement is that um you've gotten a job and the job is willing to apply for work permit for you. Now that job needs to have like that job is ready to take clearance for you, take criteria, and the most important thing, the job can pay the amount of money that Swedish immigration requires for work permit holders. As at today, that amount of money is 28,000 400 British crowns. So now, if that money reduced with 1 crown, they will not give you the work permit. You are going to be rejected for the work permit. So Sweden is very strict. When I mean strict, strict like hell. So those are the work permit requirements if you are thinking of applying for work permit. Choco Barbie, please ma, good evening. Ma, how do I apply for masters? My dear, watch the posted how to apply for masters na job. So go to the first thing you do is go to create a profile on universityadmission.se. Are you going for a master's program or a bachelor's program? You decide. If you are going for a master's program, you search for courses on autumn 2025 semester. Depending on what you studied in your BSc degree, you search for the course and you need to apply to 4 courses. You put them, you pick 4 courses, check their requirement, check that you meet the requirement. When you are done, you rank the courses, you submit your application fee, send your transcript from your university to university admission and to be admitted. That's how you do it. So check my to apply to university. I did a tutorial. I think the third video, the last one of the 3 last videos, I did a tutorial. You will see how to apply. Okay. So more questions if you have. Uh, please. Okay. So Oye Bajo, thank you. So the 3,600 krona is semesters. Yeah, if you, I want to believe that your course per semester is 8. Yes, it's for 4 semesters, so you pay per semester. Yeah, so yeah, it's for 4 semesters. Chocobabi, it's really amazing. If you're you learn on the job. You learn on the job. It's, don't allow it to be confusing. Is what's confusing? Is it my video that is confusing, or how to create a step by step? The problem is some of you just want to do everything at the same time. You've not finished one, you are jumping to the next one. Yes, it will be confusing, it will be overwhelming. So take it one step at a time. Okay, now your first step is to go and create a profile. Create a profile, submit your name, your address and everything. Create a profile. When you have a profile, then you go back to that video on. I even did how to create a profile and how to search for courses. So take it step by step. That's what I can help you with. Jesse says, I understand, ma. I'm asking how I am going to send my YX scratch card to them. Should I send it through email? Oh, okay. Um, should you send it through email? Wait, because in the group I told them how to do it. You take a picture or you scan it, and in that place where you are submitting your document, that place where you submitted your passport and every other thing, there's educational document. So you are going to upload it there and name the document that code scratch card, then describe the document. Oh, this is a scratch card for the university admissions to verify my NECO result. So did I answer that question, Jesse? If I answer the question, if you understand, please let me know. And you Lee, please, question, do you have idea what kind of jobs dependents can do? Just the same way uh, um main applicant, the same job main applicant job is the same job dependents can do. Like I showed in one of my video, there are different types of job for immigrant. We have warehouse jobs, food delivery, cleaning jobs, hotel jobs. You be a housekeeper in hotel. Those are the kind of jobs. Then if you know the language, if your dependent knows the language will take you far where your degree will not take you. Give you this tip. The language will take you far where your degree will not take you. So if you know the language, you are going to blow, you are going to go far. In one of my videos about driving license, if you get a driving license, you are going to get jobs very fast, like cleaning jobs, paper delivery jobs, very very fast. um Choco Barbie, no, they don't accept unofficial transcript. The transcript must come from university, and don't if you even if you upload your student copy, they will not give you admission. Want to receive it from your school. I'm sorry, that's because of, see, it's so bad that corruption in, I want to believe you are from Nigeria. The corruption in Nigeria is too much. People in Ghana, they don't need to do send Ghanaians send their own transcript by themselves, they will accept it. Other countries to send their themselves, they accept it. But you see Nigerians, they, because they don't trust the credibility of, go and forge their people go and forge their transcripts. So that's why they want to come from the university with the university stamp and the likes, right? Jesse, thank you, ma. I understand. Good. You're welcome. Do I need IELTS? It depends on the country you are from. I don't know the country you are from, but you just need to prove your English proficiency. If, because most of my audience are Nigerians, but if you are from Nigeria, you don't need to prove your English proficiency. If you have done a 4 years, 4 years or 5 in a university, it is taking that you speak English perfectly well, right? So depending on your country, I don't know where you're from. And you Lee, thank you so much. You're welcome. I really appreciate. Thank you for joining the live. I was asking that when writing your CV, have previous scholarship or what, can you use your previous certification in fit when writing? My eyes is if you don't have previous scholarship, use your previous education in place of it in your CV. Well, I think it depends on what they are looking for. But I think it's a must you have award. But one thing about CV, just sell yourself. You get, sell yourself. If that certification is relevant to what you are applying for, that means add it there that you've gotten a certification in so. You get, if it's relevant to what you are applying for. So your CV, your motivation letter is an avenue for you to sell yourself. So if yourself, no problem, you can do it. You get honor. Oh, lead in Nigeria. So if you're applying for master's degree, as long as you've done BSc in a recognized university in Nigeria, you don't need to prove that you have, and you don't need my NECO. So I'll be needing IELTS because you mentioned if you agree, since I am not going for bachelor's. Okay, if your NECO, you're going, since I'm going for bachelor's. Okay, if you're going for bachelor's, submit your WAEC or your NECO. As long as you got, I think, a grade 6 in English, that's your grade in English. So your WAEC or NECO, as you passed English in that place. And you about bachelor's, I'm from Nigeria. Don't know, as long as you've submitted your NECO result and you finished, I think for a 6. They wrote it a 6 there. When I read it, they wrote it a 6 there. So you don't need IELTS. Inform and complete. What are the basics my school needs to include in transcript before sending to the advice email? First of all, your application number, like application number that was generated when you application number that was generated when you in your portal in university admission. That one is number one, so that you can be able to the transcript is for. Secondly, like I said to the other person, these people have been sending transcript. This is not transcript, so they have a template as they send transcript. But what's most important is your application number so that they will attach it to the what they are sending to them. So there's no really template. They already know how to send the email, how the format of the email. You understand? So, inform, did I answer you? Nkechi, when one a job, is the pay okay to cater for one's need and maybe still have some savings? How do I want to answer this question now? Because me, I like giving to be see first of all, what I always advise people, just the way Nigeria is now, if you Botswana, you will run and give you will going to Botswana now. So, but to answer your question, jokes aside, before now, work permit salary was 13,000. It was recently they increased age now is almost like 28. That like they doubled the money. When you come here, I don't know how I want to answer this question that you'll be able to answer. Now, you are studying, it may be difficult to balance school and work. If not, you are going to be burned out. That's dependent. Their dependent can work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 5 jobs, as long as your body can accept. But you'll not be able to balance that doing. If that of people that they were doing their studies and they were doing their studies and they did to pay your bills, at least your house rent, you can be able to pay your bills with that. You, Nkechi, I know you are coming with your dependent, by the grace of God, you come with your dependent. So dependent can get a job. He can get a job. At least you can get a job that is after tax or before tax. You can get a job that is paying you 17,000, 18,000 before tax. Is it before tax? 17,000. Now, if your dependent is a strong person, my husband then was working 3 jobs. I had to tell him to like, please slow down. We did not come to abroad to die. He gets so. If your dependent is a very strong person, you can work 2 jobs. Here, you are paid per hour, so you can decide that okay, there's this job, paper delivery job is between 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. So he can decide to go and do paper delivery job, finish it at 5 a.m. and sleeps, then go one in the afternoon and closes at maybe 8 or there. But depending, I'm just giving an get. So at the end of the day, by the time the money come inside, you can be getting like at least 10,000 or there, but and it will be okay for you people. But if, like I always tell you, most times we come, yes, most times people use study to jackpot, and at the end of the day, they will not study. But always remember that your studies are tied to your visa, and now you as a main applicant, anything that happens to you affects your dependent. If you stop going to school, your dependent will be affected. So you are like the engine. If anything happens to the engine, the car just breaks down. So if you are, that's why I always encourage people to come with their dependent. If one person is focusing on school, the other person is focusing on work, you will not really put, my boy, I know it's not easy, I will not, me, I faced it, it's not easy. And compared to when I came and now, the exchange rate is really crazy. So but I'm here to just encourage you. If you can, just try your best, just come here first. By the time you come here, thing will just be stabilized. The beginning part is rough. I will not lie to you. It's very rough. I always tell people when I came here, I was always crying. Like there's no day that passed I did not cry because I was thinking about where is my next come from. You get, so it's always rough. So but then don't get discouraged. So when talking about the beginning time is rough, but when as you are going forward, start knowing what your family needs and don't need, then you'll be able to save money. Do you get? So that's it, Nkechi. I hope I answered your question. Didim, oh thanks, you are a darling, you're welcome. And you so nice, thank you again, you're welcome. From yes please, thank you so much. For SI scholarship, can I use leadership experience of over 18 years? You can. Sell yourself, prove yourself to them. If you say your leadership experience is still current even till today, in fact, I think way much. Sef. They are looking for I think 3,000 hours. I'm not really sure. When it comes to aspect of scholarship, I don't like talking about it because I haven't experienced it firsthand. So it's just little information I know about experience, and that's why I see me most I dodge a scholarship talk because I don't know so much about it. But every other thing I know is everything I experienced and people around me experienced and things I'm going to guys reading is I'm not the one that come and be sugarcoating. Oh, to migrate with your family. Yes, I will tell you the good part, the sweet part, the bitter part. So everything has to be balanced. Okay, she says, when applying for masters, do I still need to submit WAEC or my BSc is enough? When applying for masters, do I need to? I think one of the requirements WAEC results for masters. So just upload. You just need to upload your WAEC result and upload your BSc certificate, and that's okay. You don't need to send scratch card. No, you get. So that's it. Lead them. Can a student do care job? Can a student do care job? Like I told you. when it comes to care job, the language is limiting us. If you can speak the language 100%, you can do care job, but it's very hard for you to crack into the care job because of that this thing. But and it's not even, so I think that's just it. Can you do care job? Yes, if you know the language, you can do. If you don't know the language, you cannot. They are not going to take you, except probably you meet somebody that is nice, that will just employ you just to keep you in the kitchen. So your work will be washing plates. That's all. But that vocab is C4 a grade 6. And if you get sick for, I think it's okay. Like I told you, their grading system is different from our own. So they'll be the one in the best position to grade better. But I think C4 is okay. As long as you got a part, C is good. It's a grade for English, so it's good. In case she, okay, thank you very much, Kanye. Welcome, welcome. You're welcome. Leading. Can I use my Nigerian driving license to drive? So when you arrive here, you are allowed to use your Nigerian driving license or your home country driving license for 1 year, and your 1 year starts counting the day you go to the Skattverket office or the Swedish tax office to register that you've arrived. Do you get? So that's when your 1 year starts counting. So yes, you can use it for 1 year. So before your 1 year finish, you'd have started writing, started doing the process of getting their own, because process of getting is very very difficult, but you can do it. So yeah, you can use your driving license. So come with your driving license. If possible, you can come with an international driving license. It's still the same thing. Joe Spring, hi K. What happens when you delay your tuition fee payment during your program at any? You want to know? So what is, your school is going to inform immigration that you have not paid, because if you don't pay, you cannot continue the semester. So uh, your school will inform immigration that you have not paid, and immigration will reach out to you to ask to tell, oh, your school informed us that you are no longer in your, you the first of all ask, where are you now, what are you doing, please reply the email with your current address. Ha. So you now, you know that you know you are not going to pay the second fee, you start thinking that what's going to happen. So in situations like that, when you reply them, they'll usually tell you to they'll give you is it 1 month. So that's how it's done. Joe Springs, Joyce, did I answer you? Did I answer your question? So that's what happens. Mhm. Yeah, I heard for the person that asked me about driving license, because there are a lot of jobs here that you can use bicycle to do them. So if you don't know how to drive, you use a bicycle. But I'll advise everybody to try to learn, because learning how to drive here is very expensive. So try to learn how to drive. So your questions, and let's answer them. So this, let me continue from questions I have here. I have almost like 17 questions. I'm still number 4. So Joy Spring, did I question? So the next question is, what is proof of fund for Sweden, and is it possible for you to take a study break for an internship program? Fund for Sweden. I don't know what it means. Are you asking me how much is proof of fund for Sweden? And is it for you to take? You cannot take a study break. Oh, you study break for an internship. If your course, if you are supposed to do an internship, and your it's in your curriculum that is supposed to be internship, yeah, you go for your internship. It's part of your course. You understand? Study. You cannot take a study break. No, it's very rare, because your stay here is dependent on that your study. So if you're taking a study break, except I haven't, I know people that went say that you're having a mental issue, mental breakdown and stuff like that. I don't know if they really gave them a study break, because students does not take mental health for granted. So they may likely go and say they are feeling overwhelmed, they cannot think, they're having palpitations and stuff like that. So probably they can write a note, but I don't know if they give them study break. So I don't know the answer about taking a study break. But for internship, you cannot take a break. If your course is an internship, they place you in an internship and you go to the internship every day. Do you get? So please ask your proof of fund question very well. If I understand what you want to say, how much proof of fund? Am I correct? Joy, please let me know if that's what you mean. Are you asking me how much proof of fund is? So this one says, after I pay my first tuition fee, when am I expected to pay another one? You're expected to pay another one, let's say maybe December. So if the semester starts in September, your next tuition fee should be around December. So that's when you need to pay your second tuition fee. Joy says, how much is the proof of fund for Sweden? Okay, it depends. If you're a single person, there's an amount. If you are coming with your spouse, that's two of you, there's an amount. If you're coming with your spouse and one child, there's an amount. If you're coming with your spouse and 10 children, there's an amount. So for a single person, I think is per month is 10,000. Let's just say 10,400, around that range, 10,400. So now you have to multiply that 10,400 by 13 months. That's how much you get for proof of fund for one person. Now, if you're coming with your spouse, add another. Your spouse alone is 4,500. So multiply 4,500 by 13 months. That will give you a, a proof of fund for your spouse. So join all the money together to give you the total amount. But I think for one person it's like 16 million naira for one person for proof of fund. And when you are putting the money, try to exchange rate changes. So put that into consideration. So Joy, did I answer you properly? And Lee, do you have any idea about affordable schools? So and I'll tell you is schooling in Sweden is not cheap. I always tell people, but then again, depending on your course of study, here science courses are very very expensive. I've been taking my time to check the courses. The cheapest courses are all these social sciences, management. You understand? You can see for 40,000, 45,000, 48,000. So those are affordable. It's not about schools, it's just about course. The course you study depends on how much you pay, not about the school. Do you get? But the schools that have um cheap this thing are the schools that offer more of social science courses, not science courses. Science courses are really really expensive. Chemistry, cyber security, even one girl reached out to me and she studied aquatic and fisheries, and she said that she did not see any course. And I went to university admission and I checked, I saw aquatic, I saw fisheries, then I screenshotted it and sent it to her, and she said it's very very expensive. I said you should have said you saw expensive course than coming to meet me and say you did not see any course. That's two different things. So science courses are very very expensive here. I even saw one course per semester is 100,000. How does somebody want to do it? It's not possible now. So please don't put your leg inside what you cannot finish. It's not easy. And now here, just the same way there's cost of high cost of living everywhere. In Sweden too is a high cost of living. There's high cost of living. At least when I came, I but now everybody is just trying to like manage here. You get? So look, do your calculations very very well so that you will not be choked up. Rukaya say chemistry. Oh. Are you a chemistry student? My sister, chemistry is expensive. Oh. So Joy, I hope I answered your question. Do you have any idea about office? So I think I've answered that question. So after my first tuition, so I already answered that one. So this person asked me this question. I advice. I need advice. I have 8 minutes or start a business here. Ah, please, what should we advise him? Ah, I pray you get the scholarship, my sister. I see people that have scholarship here, they have peace of mind won't wound them. Like you that has to paying fees, you're already thinking fees coming. But scholarship people, they'll pay for their house, pay for feeding, pay their school fees again. Their own is just to go and study your book and pass. That's all. So this person said I should advise him. He has 8 million naira. You I think I've already sent this guy a message up here. To be honest with you, 8 million naira is not even going to. You may start your finish it for you. It's not possible. So maybe your best bet is maybe look for a scholarship to apply to study, or maybe start a business. Even if invest that 8 million naira now in Nigeria, and you will not be able to see the that money, the profit of that money. But I will not advise you to use 8 million naira to start. Proof of fund is already 16 million naira. You have 1,500 sec for application fee for one person. So if you are a family of husband and wife, that's 3,000. You've not added your children, though the children is not 1,500. So you get. So that's it. So my brother, your 8 million may not help you get the scholarship. So Lidim, what about your child? How much for proof of fund? For the child, I don't know, because I have a screenshot of it here, but I cannot swipe up for them. Maybe Lidim, just maybe leave me a message on one of my videos. I'll just copy it and paste for you. Do you get? But the child, I think around 2,000 something, and different age of child, different money. So that's how it is. And Yuli, what about healthcare? Healthcare. I already said that um when you the language is the most important thing. If you know, you can break into the healthcare sector here. But if you don't have that language, it's very difficult. So that's about healthcare. Like I told you, the language takes you very far here. That's why most people, the it's not, if it's notice Arab women here, Somalian women, and we Africans, the English is already limiting us, because of we know English, and some of the Swedes speak English. We just relax. We're not eager to learn the language, but the Arab women and other people that they don't speak English in their country, when they come here, they learn the language fast, because they know that there's no other way to communicate again. Because of we have English, we know that we can always communicate. So we are not really keen to learn the language like that. So, but if you learn the language, you can break through the healthcare. Rukayat, yeah, I pray you get the scholarship. Jesse says, Ma, why applying for bachelor degree, is it a must to send my secondary school transcript to them from my school? um Secondary school transcript, you it's not really necessary. Maybe some countries they may need it, but it's not really necessary. But my brother, if you want to add it, you can add it. You never can tell. But you can add it if you want. At least they should know that you. But I think Neko is okay. Neko or Wayek is okay. Lidim, okay, I will ask you on WhatsApp. Thanks. Oh, okay, you're in the group. Oh, that's good. And Lee, do one study healthcare? I mean to say, and is it affordable? Oh, healthcare. Oh, do they study healthcare? Yeah. You can study nursing, but all those things, there are some. It's just for me to search. Did they study healthcare? The course may not be healthcare like that. Where it could be like maybe social worker or one thing like that. You get, but a course that is healthcare, I don't think. But courses relating to healthcare, of course there is. But what I don't know is if the program study is in English or Swedish. You get. So those are the things you need to look out for. So, and you get that question. Oh, we've spoken for 1 hour. Wow, please, if you have more questions, ask. So, okay, the ones of names, I've answered the ones of name. Okay, and Lee. And you lead. Am I pronouncing that name well? And Lee, can you talk about accommodation for a 2 bedroom? How much rent? Accommodation for a 2 bedroom. So in Sweden here, uh, we call 2 room. 2 room is in Sweden here is what we know in Nigeria as a room and parlor, right? Is what we know in Nigeria as a room and parlor. So a 2 room, like the last apartment we lived was a 2 room, and we paid like per month is 7,500 Swedish crown per month, and hot water is not included, electricity is not included, and yeah, heating is included. So hot water and electricity is not included. So in for electricity during the summer, the money is always less because we don't own the heaters and the rest. So during the summer we can pay like maybe 200 or 300 for electricity, but during the winter we pay around 500, 600, 700 for electricity. Hot water can be maybe 150 depending. So around 7,000, 7,500. Again, it depends on your city. Some city you will see 1 room for that 7,500 or 8,000 safe. You get, so it depends on the city. Do you get? Lidim, that's your answer. Rukia says link to the group, please. So go to my video, any of my videos, maybe the last video or the second video, and click on the description. Just scroll down to the end. You will see link to join the WhatsApp group. So Joy says, K, I saw a master's program on cybersecurity and they said the total is 250K. Yeah, okay. Is it for 2 years program or 1 year program? That's what you need to know. If it's for 2 years program, that means divide 250 by 4. If it's for 1 year master's program, divide 250 by 2. So that's how you know how much one semester is. Felani, hi Felani, what are the requirements for job seeker visa to Sweden? In my own opinion, what I know about job seeker visa is that you really understand. So just I can pick it up for you and tell the requirement. Like, are you a pro that, oh, you feel big or sustainable in your own, so just valid that this what I just told you just a surface this for job seeker visa. You get. Please, can you tell us the popular cities where you can apply for schools? I mean, a place where one can easily get job. I've told you, if you see anywhere in Sweden, you will rush it. But yeah, definitely, there are some cities that there are no jobs, and there are some cities that so to me, oh, if you ask me, just the most important thing is get your application. Look for schools. Is job in Stockholm. Stockholm is number one. There are jobs in Stockholm. But like just like how Abuja is expensive, the same way Stockholm is expensive. You know, Uppsala is there. Uppsala is there. Gothenburg. Gothenburg is where you see a lot of black people, but there's house they don't have much house because everywhere is stripped up and there are jobs there. So, but you will not what if now the school you have the course where the school you saw your because of there's no job there, you will not take the school again. Go and, yeah, go and make the application. Go and make the application. Please, can you tell us? So that's it, Jerry. Drop it. Oh, if you have more questions, you drop. Let's. So if you have more questions, ask, please. Um, this one says for one that don't have awards, won't it reduce the chances? I think somebody has asked that question here. Lidim, you're welcome. Thank you. Someone for someone that does not have awards. Hmm. I don't think it's really. I wouldn't tell you if it's your school. I don't think they are looking for your awards or anything. You, I don't think it affects, but depends on what you're applying for. Um, how much can I earn after graduation? So this question is really dicey. So after the graduation, you are giving you are giving extend you apply for an extension 1 year to look for. Is there work? Is there work is shoved? Please lead him. Look at check what much can you earn. So if you have applied for 1 year to look for job, of course I'll pay you the minimum amount of work permit holders, which is 28,400. For something that'll pay you that exact amount or something that is higher, you get. So that's how much you can amount is before tax. So they'll tax the money you get. So leading, please check your is there work is shoved. It doesn't make sense. Please, what's the possibilities of starting my tech business in Sweden after my master's study? Oh, you can, definitely you can. I think it's very possible for you to start a business in Sweden if you meet the requirements. Have requirements for starting a business in Sweden. So when you come here, you'd have checked how the market environment is and stuff like that, and you'll be able to know if you can start your tech business. But it's even advisable, at least you are even creating jobs for people that are here. Do you get? So but you have requirements. They don't give you this, oh yeah, yes, you've been given this thing to start this. You must also show, I think you have to show that how there are a lot of but everything is online. A lot of requirements to start your business here in Sweden. Joy. So so how much can you earn after graduation? 28,400 is you can earn. If you earn anything less than that, oti low. So you either earn that or you earn higher, right? This one says, yes, I will I be giving. So if you're applying for uh 1 year course, you're giving 13 months visa or 1 year visa. Now, if you're applying for 2 years, have partnered with my Migrationsverket, that is Migrations and Services of Sweden. Those schools, they allow you to apply for 2 years straight. Now, for you to apply for those 2 years, you'll be able to show proof of living expenses for 2 years straight. Meaning, if you are applying just by yourself, you'll be able to show 60 million naira 2 times. That means in your account you have 16 is what? Eh? 32. So you should be having 32 million naira. If you have the money, me I'll advise you to it's better. But if you don't have the money, meaning that when you apply, when if you don't have the money and you are coming for a 2 years, like when you apply the first one, they give you maybe your spouse or your children. If people come here, when you want to renew again, please note that you are going to show another living expenses for all of you, just the same way you did it. Like it's really really crazy, but that's how they do it here. I don't know if you understand. So 1 year program, you get 13 months not permit, it's in form of a card they'll give you. So if you're coming for a 2 year program, if you have the money, apply for 2. If your school is part of the school that can allow you to apply for 2 years straight, some schools cannot 2 years straight. You get. So that how many years they give you in visa. If you have the money, please do it. Um, how can I apply? So maybe this one I can. Please, if you have more questions, ask. Let me leave this other question from the next slide because. Lynn, thank you. You're welcome. Please can oh please can you tell us the okay, but I've answered that one. Can my children start school a week after we arrive? Okay, when you have to, Sweden has a queue system, right? So maybe you arrive a city, let's say you arrived one commune and register them. You will go to commune and register them. We tell you, oh, right now there's no space. Maybe if there's space, they'll tell them to start. There's process to it. You can be lucky enough that they have space and they can accommodate your child. But to start, like you arrive today, to know, first of all, go and register them. And that is after they've gotten their social security number. With that number, not go to school. So when you arrive, you have to wait until you get that number before they can go to school. Do you get? Okay. Voke he. Voke her. Mm. So voke, how do you do it? You have to get your social security number before you go. Joy, is it true that it rains 70% every time in Sweden all year round? Rain 70%. No, rain all year round. No, so we have summer. Okay, let me start from winter. We have winter. After winter, we're going to summer. We go to autumn, right? We go autumn. We go spring period. That's when it rains. And the rain the rain, all this time rain and rain, but it doesn't rain on, but the rain can be very annoying. Like you can just see sun now, you just wear your clothes and be going out before you know rain. But you can never hear the rain fall one, you know the way our Nigeria now, like no, you cannot hear, but very, very quiet rain. But it doesn't rain all year round. And winter longest period. So winter period starts in November till depending on the season, April, May. By May, first week or second week of May, winter has ended. Then summer will start. Summer is very short. Summer is around June, August. Then it's feeling some summer, but then cold has started coming out. So that's it. But 70% every time it rains, but not like all year round. No, now. So now we're in that period. Do you get? Okay, you are welcome. Please, if you have any more questions, if not, I need to end the live. Ma, why applying for bachelor's is a must for secondary school to attend? Is it a must for my secondary school to send my transcript directly to no, 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 you don't need to. If you have a copy, like me, I have my secondary school transcript. You can just upload it by yourself. Your WAEC is what they will concentrate on, but that one is just to give them. Please make sure you pass in that. You have passes in that distance so you don't confuse them. But WAEC is the main important one that they will look at. You get. So Joy, thank you for joining the live. You are very welcome. If you have a question, you drop. Maybe I'll just spend another 15 minutes here, then I'll go because I don't have any other. I have some questions. Questions, they are very deep questions. Maybe I could come live tomorrow and I'll talk if anybody joins on. So let's get the questions. Keep the questions coming. Let's do it. So try to get an apartment. It seems we don't have any other question again. Abi, you're typing. If you're typing, tell me now. You guys are joined. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining this live. Please ask your questions. I'm very, very available to answer you. Some of people in my WhatsApp group, they will not join this live now. Later they'll be disturbing me. Please, what is the quality of telecommunication network in Sweden? Don't go there. Don't go there. Sweden is in this we have credit in our phone. We don't even use the credit because it's mostly WhatsApp we use. You hardly see where network is doing chokoro 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 chokoro. No, now it's 0% rare. Network is very fast. In fact, there are some places you go to, like the parks, if you go to the parks, there's free network. Maybe in the train station, there's free network. Even in the buses, in the buses, like maybe not like your intercity bus, like maybe when you want to travel from the bus that takes you from maybe from one city to Stockholm, those long buses, those 2 hour, those buses that when you enter you have 2 hours or more. In the trains there are Wi-Fi. So imagine going on the train and you can chat freely, you understand? So the network are superb. Joy, I know why you're asking. I know you're into tech and you guys need network. You don't need me, I like network. Oh. So network is very good. And the apartment you live in, some apartments come with internet, some don't come with internet. So sometimes you have to go and to internet office to get a router. Every month you pay, so and it's unlimited. Unlimited, you browse you want, fast speed you want. So the network is good. And what is the possibilities of doing an apprentice program in tech in Sweden? Apprenticeship program, apprenticeship program, I really don't know. Is it when you are studying your course or after? Because at the end of the day, some of we have big dreams. That's why I like Nigerians. We have big dreams, but to be honest, sometimes this country limits us in can do. So maybe look for all these tech company, all these tech people can take you that doesn't really need English like that. You get. So yeah, there's possibility. I don't know. Okay, can I get a family apartment before coming? It's rare. It's very very rare. In my own case, by the time I made application for my resident permit, while I was waiting, I started applying for this, but I didn't get. It was really frustrating. In fact, the day we even landed in Sweden, we didn't even know where we were going to sleep. But luckily for us, I always reached out. I joined all these Facebook groups that you're like people that are looking. You will see a lot of groups when admission come out. You see a lot of groups. So by the time you join those groups, you see people that are looking for admission just like you understand. In the meantime, like I told you, when we came, we stayed in a shared apartment. If you see a shared apartment, some people came here, they had to stay in a hotel, they had to stay in Airbnb till they got an apartment. Because you cannot, most times it's difficult to apply from home, because by the time they even see your Nigerian number, they will not even read, they will think it's scamming mass, you understand? They will not rate you. So most people stayed in Airbnb, most people stayed in. And when getting admission, after you get your admission and maybe you get your resident permit to come here, by the time immigration even by the time immigration um, by the time immigration answer you, because they are very very slow. When you get that admission by April, that's when. Now from May, June, July, people will start applying for resident permit. June here, it's like the period where they just close. It's as if they close the country and go for vacation. So very few people are in the office to work. Getting your visa will be very very difficult. Some people get their visa very very late, when the time to even click in that you are coming to study has passed. If you like beg from now till tomorrow, they will not agree. Do you understand? So but we all at the end of the day, we pray to God that everything falls in our favor, right? So some people get admission when they come inside here. Some, you go to Facebook group, they'll create a Facebook group that maybe apartment in Sweden, maybe the city you are in, you can just go to Uppsala Lagenheta, something like that. That's home house in Uppsala. So you join the group, you can just click hi, my name is so looking for a 2 room apartment in so area, and this is that reach out to you. But please don't pay anybody money the apartment you get. So okay, I do you understand that people can rent an Airbnb if you don't have apartment before you start coming here. But don't worry, along your journey, you are going to meet people that are going to help you. You are going to meet people that you have like that you can help. Because it was one guy that I just met that just helped us. Please, he said there was his house, and that's how we rented the shared apartment. So and that's how it works here. So okay, do you understand? Jesse, why am I is it a must for my secondary school to send my transcript directly to admission? Send I thought I've answered this question. Why applying for bachelor's degree? Is it a must my school to send my transcript directly to the university admission email? I said your secondary school to send anything to university admission. You can just don't need to send it. You don't need to send anything to university email. It's not your work to send anything to university email. They will not answer you. So do they not have student accommodation? Who has student accommodation? Like I said, the only problem is they want you to pay duration of one semester. So let's assume you get an apartment like this now. They want you to pay if a they want for maybe 3 months straight. So imagine paying 7,000. I'm just giving an example. 21,000. Calculate it in your currency. It's very expensive. So that's why most people don't go for student apartment. They prefer shared apartment or apartment that if they get they'll be paying themselves monthly. So try to like prepare yourself. I always tell people like you are coming with the living expenses you are coming with, just hold like money for 6 months, because in by the time 6 months is over you'd have known where you are in the space of time. Do you understand? So that's why people don't really go for student apartment. People that have scholarship and go for apartment. And if you're coming with your family, you cannot stay in student apartment or student accommodation. It's not possible. Please, what is the possibility of changing your course for another one or even transferring to a different school for a master's program? It's not possible. They don't do it. You cannot, maybe they'll tell you to either leave and go and reapply again. You cannot change your course, no. My last life, I was telling people that were on that life that there was this, my friend studied science lab tech, and by the time he came, he was seeing in the class was more of engineering stuff. And his he had to go and meet his course coordinator and told him that this is what he studied and what he was seeing here. Is it possible for him to change? They said no, he cannot change. So that's it. You cannot, you have to either go and reapply again. So that's why it's always good. Read the requirement of the course, what they are looking for, possibility, prospect of getting a job or a job. So please, we have more little time. So let me see, let me see. So do you have more questions? If you don't have, let me say goodbye. I'll still come live again. So maybe now you don't have any questions in your head. Maybe you're going to have questions another day. Maybe tomorrow I'll still come live. I want to talk about the deadlines. I realize I'm more deadlines. So live talk about deadlines, dates and deadlines that are involved. Do you get? Thank you live. I really appreciate. Please, if you can join, or but even if you don't join, there's playback there. There's always going to I can always save the video so that you'll come back and watch it. I hope you're watching today's live. Please, if you have questions, just drop it. Just know, just put this my click the bell. Every time I'm live, just sit. Even if it's just for you to breathe in, ask your questions and breathe out again, it's not a problem. But just get the right information so I don't want don't want you don't go and do your application and you're not doing it. Pre-inform us of the time of another life. If you're in my WhatsApp group, I used to inform, because I don't know how to inform people on YouTube. But if you're on my WhatsApp group, sometimes I just come live. Just I already have some questions that people ask me that I just answer. But I just know that from now on, I think I've answered most of the questions. But if you have more questions, write them down. I will answer it for you. Don't go and do mistake. Yeah, please. At the end of everybody to be able to, at least the few people in my group chat, in my WhatsApp group, people will come to Sweden. I'll be at least it'll be a great thing of joy. This is the first time I'm having to, I can even do the things I'm doing now. But life happens, right? What time tomorrow? Tomorrow. I don't know. What time do you want? I don't know. If you have time, you tell me. I don't know. Sometimes I can just go live, but anytime, maybe if you're in the WhatsApp group, I'm going to say please I can join if you want to. I Then you want to ask now, Rukayat, or tomorrow? Joy, thank you for the World Cup. Thank you. Rukayat, please respond. Let me know. Is it for tomorrow? If it's tomorrow, no problem. If it's now, let me know. Let me know. Do accept? What do you mean by student loan? Like you got student loan from Nigerian student loan. I don't know. This is the first time I'm hearing that kind of question. No. Maybe if it's like a body of company have accepted to sponsor you, that they're giving you money, I don't think they accept it. No, I don't think they accept it, because Sweden, they want to see that you already have that money. They don't want to believe that, and they that's coming from Nigeria. They just know that is somehow. In fact, even the way they scrutinize application, they know who want to come to study and who want to jackpot. You get. Okay, please ask. Let me know. Please, that will be the last question, so I can go. I thought it's right. So, student loans, I don't think they accept it, but we can make research. We learn every day. We can make research, but I don't think, because if you are from another country now, probably they will accept it. After all, students they loans to go to study. They call it CSN. There's a amount of money that they give them to go to study. You understand? So as long as you're Nigerian, I'm not sure. It's very, very rare. It's very redeem. It's car that is a problem. Because let me tell you something. Getting a car in Sweden is cheaper than a driving license in Sweden. How crazy is that? So, but it depends. If it's manual car, of course, manual cars are cheap, but automatic cars are very expensive. So I don't know the transmission you drive. Is it manual or or uh, automatic transmission? But you can get a second-hand manual car at a very cheap rate. Yes, you can. But if it's automatic is very expensive. Do you get? So please learn how to drive. Learn how to drive bicycle. You can do any work. It's not going to be me. I keep telling you people, but it's worth the try. At the end of the day, in 2 years, in fact, from 1 year, look back at God I did. I took this step. You get. So can you get a cheap? Then if you don't get autumn semester admission, you can try for a semester. Most people get it too. So don't give up hope. It doesn't have to be when spring semester session finish. Apply for when autumn semester finish. Begin to do you get? So that's it. So Rukiat, I'm waiting for you so that I can you get okay. I have NCE my degree. I joined from 200 level, which means my degree is 3 years. I plan to send both transcript and certificate from the school during my application. I hope that suffices. What's NC? NC is so you have NCE and what other degree?
Okay.
Okay, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Mm-hmm. Like my sister, uh, she has ND and postgrad. I think it's okay. So that's it. So guys, thank you for joining this. Maybe tomorrow, just write down your questions tomorrow or maybe any other time. I'll just inform you coming, and I'll see you guys in maybe videos because I'm going to drop another video. So you need to watch it. Okay, thank you. Hey, yes, hey,